WWE has officially re-signed Santos Escobar. It's been a crazy 24 hours. We're going to talk about that. Also, in addition to that, WWE is making huge changes to the creative team. And in addition to that, a former WWE superstar who is now in New Japan Pro Wrestling, he's returning to the company. If you guys want more videos like this, don't forget to click that subscribe button and ring that bell. This way you never miss a video on the channel. As you guys know, I'm going to keep you updated with pretty much everything that's happening in professional wrestling. And I swear, guys, when I tell you this, it's crazy these days. You definitely don't want to miss out. Let's kick things off with the WWE SmackDown creative team. WWE is apparently making internal creative changes because of SmackDown's decline. I don't know if that's fair to say, but let's talk about it. Seriously, I'm trying not to laugh, but for real, you know what I mean. You guys know. According to bodyslam.net, WWE is moving forward with internal changes aimed at improving the quality of Friday Night SmackDown. Now, currently as it stands, Road Dogg is the lead writer for the show, and he is expected to stay on as the lead writer. But they're making new additions to the team to make the show much more enjoyable moving forward. I'm trying not to laugh, but if he is the head writer and they feel SmackDown needs an improvement, then where is the accountability for him as the head writer? To me, it just seems a little silly, and I'm trying not to laugh, but the truth is, it just seems silly. Now, I actually think SmackDown is an enjoyable show, but the truth is, this new Nielsen rating system, maybe it's telling us otherwise, because they came in with 1.03 million viewers this past week. But I feel like SmackDown is enjoyable. Supposedly, this new rating system is far more accurate. WWE has never had lower ratings on SmackDown in its history, aside from the Fox Sports 1 episodes. In my heart, I'm starting to wonder if maybe SmackDown needs to move nights. I think it might need to move nights. You can add different people into the room and help Road Dogg Jesse James, but if they feel like creative is bad on SmackDown, perhaps the guy who's running it should be held accountable. And I'm not saying to fire him, but maybe find a different role for him in the company because he could still be an asset. But if it needs a creative overhaul, maybe that's something to consider. And that brings us to our second topic. This one's kind of cool. TJ Perkins is returning to the WWE. You guys remember TJP? TJ Perkins, Theodore James Perkins, used to play the suicide character in TNA. Came to WWE, won the Cruiserweight Classic, Cruiserweight Champion. Left WWE, goes to New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW Strong. Turns out he is coming to the WWE later this month to work as a coach. However, we do not know if this will lead to a permanent role. According to PW Insider, they state that WWE has been looking to bring him in for a temporary role. Right now, there's also been news that NJPW is focusing less on America. So you have to wonder what that means for TJP. Also, keep in mind, it's been said for a while that TJP is he's basically like on a handshake deal with New Japan. There's nothing guaranteed long term. I would like to see TJ Perkins in WWE, and I would like to see him as part of NXT. And if you guys miss my live shows, then you may not know exactly what this means, but I'm going to be very vocal and very honest about this. NXT should have veterans on the show. No sense of trying to call them up to the main roster. I mean, unless for some reason they truly get over. I think you got to have veterans on NXT to work with some of these young guys. The Miles Bournes, the Obafemis, the Javon Evans. There's a lot of young cats in NXT. I think what they should do is have TJ Perkins have a role similar to Shawn Spears. Work NXT shows. Help coach. Help produce. Right? You know, somebody else that's a really good name to bring up here too is Lince Dorado. Came back to the company, works backstage in NXT, but also very helpful and influential in AAA, and then in turn gets to work matches in AAA. I would do the same exact thing for TJ Perkins in WWE. And I have a very strong feeling that right now with this news, that's probably the long-term play. That's probably going to be the long-term play. That should be what ends up happening. Because if you're TJ Perkins and you have a job with WWE to coach and to help produce and help train some of these young guys, and then, by the way, we're going to throw you on Worlds Collide. We'll let you do some stuff on NXT television. Forget about WrestleMania. Forget about Raw and SmackDown. Forget about those possibilities. I think this would be the right choice. That brings us to our final topic, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a crazy 48 hours, but Santos Escobar is back in the WWE, and how it all got done is absolutely crazy. Now, we talked about this on the live stream today. There was some breaking news that Santos re-signed with the company, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it too much in depth. PWInsiderElite.com confirmed that he came to terms with a new contract with the WWE. Basically, the speculation he was going to AEW, that's not the case. He's going back to WWE. According to the report, WWE management took his creative concerns into consideration and ultimately made him a sizable offer larger than any of their previous offers, which led to him agreeing to new terms. So we don't know when he'll be back on the road with WWE, but WWE wanted him. And that's why it is good for AEW to exist. That's why it's good for there to be a competitive industry, because he could have gone to AEW. Now, the Wrestling Observer has also come out and said that he has received a ton of new perks by re-signing with the company. I don't know what those perks are. I guess we'll find out at another time. But the truth is, Santos re-signing is good. He's a great talent. I actually think he should return on Friday as El Fantasma, put back the mask, let him work AAA, let him work WWE, let him have a long-term career in WWE, let him be an international ambassador for the company. Those are things I think WWE will likely do here. They wanted Escobar, but they weren't willing to do what originally was supposed to be done. This is the art of negotiations. Literally, they moved him to the alumni section. Now he's back on the roster. It's crazy how it worked out. But it's very telling. They wanted Santos Escobar. They didn't want Karrion Kross. Just saying, pay attention. WWE basically tells you exactly where their head is at just by the moves they make. This is huge, though. And good on Santos Escobar. Get the bag.